The first race pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. Eat It Sammy's is driving for the early lead. Along the inside is Doug's Phantom Dew. And Doug's Phantom Dew leads onto the clubhouse turn with Eat It Sammy's moving up on the outside to challenge in second. Let 'em Go Joe is down at the rail racing in third. Up on the outside is Robo Express completing the first four. Along the inside is Sammy R. Willoughby completing the top five. Botero races sixth. Splendid Appeal is seventh, followed by Nitro Society, and Carry You trails the field. They race around the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and leading the way is Doug's Phantom Dew. Tucking in at the rail, Eat It Sammy's, and now on the move on the outside, Robo Express is in a hurry, and Robo Express paces by and takes the lead. Doug's Phantom Dew racing in second. Let 'em Go Joe is on the outside, racing now into third with Eat It Sammy's at the rail in fourth. Botero is on the outside, Sammy R. Willoughby at the top six. Splendid Appeal races seventh, a long gap to the two trailers, Nitro Society and Carry You. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 29 and 1, and now they race to the far turn, and Let 'em Go Joe has made the lead as Robo Express takes back and lets him get to the front. They race by the half in 58 and 2, and now they're rounding the far turn. Let 'em Go Joe is the leader. Robo Express along the inside, Botero up on the outside, and then it is back to fourth, and a Splendid Appeal is following cover. Doug's Phantom Dew is shuffled back in fifth. Sammy R. Willoughby is racing sixth. Eat It Sammy's moving to the outside as seventh. A long gap back to Carry You, who was past Nitro Society, and Nitro Society now trails. They're coming for the top of the home stretch, and as they make the turn for home, Let 'em Go Joe's the one to catch on top through 3/4 and 1:30 and 1. Let 'em Go Joe on the inside, Botero on the outside. Those two going at it now, stride for stride. Along the inside, Robo Express is racing third. On the outside, Splendid Appeal fourth. Into the final eighth of a mile, and Let 'em Go Joe has the lead. Robo Express is crying out for racing room. Robo Express running over Let 'em Go Joe. Nowhere to go, though. It is Let 'em Go Joe in front. Botero second, and then Botero along the inside. Robo Express, who had a troubled stretch drive, finishes third. Second race pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. Wimperoo has missed the start by 10 lengths. They are off and pacing, and along the inside that is Sun Sarno driving for the early lead, and up on the extreme outside trying for a forward position. That is Skycam, and Skycam makes the lead. Sun Sarno racing in second. Dropping over to the rail is Bold and Sassy now racing in third. Mystical Knight completes the first four, followed by Maringo Ace up on the outside racing in fifth. See the Heat got away in sixth, and then it is back to seventh, and that is Dancing Bankroll, followed by Gumpwood, who is racing in eighth, and after the slow start, Wimperoo trails the field. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 30 seconds flat. Now they're on to the backstretch, and Skycam is showing the way. Sun Sarno racing in second. Up on the outside, that is Maringo Ace moving into the top three. At the rail racing in a fourth is Bold and Sassy, and then up on the outside, that is See the Heat stepping into the first five. And then Dancing Bankroll is racing sixth. Mystical Knight shuffled back in seventh. Gumpwood is racing in eighth, and Wimperoo far back trails the field. They go to the half-mile marker, and along the inside, Skycam. Up on the outside, Maringo Ace, and those two are going at it stride for stride through the opening half at 1 minute and 2 fifths. Now they race around the far turn. Maringo Ace is the leader. Skycam down at the rail second. See the Heat is up on the outside in third. Down at the rail, Bold and Sassy racing in a fourth. And then it is back to Dancing Bankroll completing the first five. They are rounding the far turn, and up on the outside, Maringo Ace. Down at the rail, Skycam. Sun Sarno along the rail is racing in third. Tipping three wide, go See the Heat in fourth. And behind horses, Bold and Sassy completes the top five. Gumpwood is on the move on the extreme outside, now six. They straighten into the home stretch, and that's See the Heat driving to the front. See the Heat takes the lead. Skycam racing second. Gumpwood gaining ground on the outside, now third. Into the final eighth of a mile, and See the Heat has the lead. Skycam is still game. Mystical Knights finishing fast down the outside. Mystical Knights gaining with each and every stride. Coming through on the inside is Bold and Sassy. Bold and Sassy found racing room at the rail and sprints to the lead. Bold and Sassy gets up in time. Here's a complete order finish for the third race. Lady Arlene was second. Acer's Pacer was third. Mertz Flirt was fourth. GA's Lynette the winner. KB's Fran was fifth. Dancing Nucleus sixth. Jeannie's Maid was ninth. Barb's Love was eighth. Flying Bold was seventh. Top down reads 2, 3, 4, 1, 5, 6, 9, 8, 7 on the bottom. 2, 6, and 3 is the time of the mile. Fourth race, there are no changes. Post times in 14 minutes. In the first four. Followed in fifth by KB's Fran. Along the inside, Dancing Nucleus is sixth. Jeannie's Maid out of the gate seventh. Barb's Love and Flying Bold trail the field. They straighten up onto the backstretch, going the opening quarter behind GA's Lynette is Lady Arlene in second. They race by the quarter in 31 and 2. And now Lady Arlene steps to the outside and reclaims the lead from GA's Lynette. Along the inside, Acer's Pacer is the third. Mertz Flirt racing in fourth, followed by KB's Fran completing the top five. Dancing Nucleus is racing in sixth. Jeannie's Maid is in seventh. Barb's Love is eighth, and Flying Bold trails the field. They are racing midway up the backstretch, and Lady Arlene has reclaimed the lead. GA's Lynette racing in second. Acer's Pacer down at the rail is in third. Mertz Flirt completes the first four, and then it's back to KB's Fran racing in fifth. Up on the outside, going quickly as Barb's Love into the first six, and then racing seventh is Jeannie's Maid. On the outside, Flying Bold moves into eighth, and Dancing Nucleus didn't move quick enough and is shuffled back and now trails. Halftime, a leisurely 104 and 1. They just strolled up the backside behind the lead of Lady Arlene. And now Lady Arlene has opened up a length and a half lead. Barb's Love up on the outside is into second. At the rail, GA's Lynette is racing in third. Jeannie's Maid's into the action fourth. Acer's Pacer shuffled back at the rail, racing in fifth. And now they're at the top of the home stretch, 3/4 in 1:35 and 3. Tony Morgan has managed to turn this one into a quarter-mile dash to the wire with Lady Arlene 2 to the good. They race down to the final eighth of a mile, and Lady Arlene has the lead. GA's Lynette racing second through the center of the track. Dancing Nucleus is gaining ground. Into the final 16th, Lady Arlene has the lead. GA's Lynette closing along the rail. It's Lady Arlene, GA's Lynette, and on the outside, Acer's Pacer coming on. GA's Lynette and Lady Arlene hit the line in a photo finish. Fourth race Pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off, and Backlash is going quickly for the lead. Peter Pumpkinhead along the inside, and then Local Leader is out of the gate racing in third. They start around the clubhouse turn, and that is Backlash up on the outside taking the lead. Peter Pumpkinhead racing in second along the inside. Local Leader is now racing in third, and then it is Majestic Glance racing fourth, followed by KB Skippy completing the top five. And then it is back to Ancient Ostie in sixth, followed by Wish for Wand in seventh. Sparky, CW, and Casimir Jack are at the back. They race around the turn, going by the opening quarter in 29 and 3. Leading the way is Backlash on top by a full length. Peter Pumpkinhead racing second. Local Leader is third, and then it is back to Majestic Glance in fourth. KB Skippy completes the first five. Ancient Ostie is racing in sixth. Sparky CW steps into the passing lane, now seventh. Wish for Wand races eighth, and Cashmere Jack is still the trailer. They're going to the half-mile marker behind the lead of Backlash. Peter Pumpkinhead's right over the shoulder racing second. Majestic Glance moves to the outside, now third. Local Leader racing in fourth. Sparky CW is on the outside, racing into into the first 5 with KB Skippy. Along the inside, Ancient Ostia is shuffled back now, racing in 7th, followed by Wish for One, and Cashmere Jack continues to trail. Halftime was 1 minute and 1/5, and now 3/8 of a mile still to race. And moving alongside the early leader, Backlash, is Majestic Glance. Majestic Glance and Backlash, those two are racing stride for stride. And then KB Skippy moves into 3rd. Along the inside, Peter Pumpkinhead needs a little racing room, is now 4th as they straighten up into the home stretch. Majestic Glance has taken the lead. On the outside, KB Skippy. Peter Pumpkinhead's in behind a wall of horses looking for racing room to the inside. And the rail is opened up for Peter Pumpkinhead if he's good enough. And down the outside coming on is Sparky CW. Through the final 1/8 of a mile up on the outside, KB Skippy has the lead. Peter Pumpkinhead with racing room moves by into 2nd. Majestic Glance back to 3rd. It's KB Skippy the leader. Peter Pumpkinhead continues to improve. KB Skippy, Peter Pumpkinhead can't split them. That was a photo finish. Majestic Glance was 3rd. The 5th race pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. And Jokin in the hole is driving for the early lead. King's Cub in between horses towards the inside. That is Practical Bid. They race around the clubhouse turn, and Practical Bid moves to the lead. And then along the inside, racing in 2nd is King's Cub. Up on the outside, Shokin in the hole is racing in 3rd. Down at the rail is Coolicious in 4th. Up on the outside, that is Closed Case completing the top 5. And then it is Rain Dance CD who gets away in 6th. Broadway Concept is 7th. Fox Valley Ambush races 8th. And Broadway Natural trails the field. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 30 seconds flat. Now they're on to the backstretch, and Shokin in the hole on the outside, Practical Bid on the inside. Neither one given an inch as they race up the backstretch. At the rail, racing in 3rd is King's Cub. To the outside, that is Closed Case racing in 4th. Coolicious working hard to keep Closed Case parked to the outside, racing in 5th. And then it is back to Broadway Concept in 6th, followed by Rain Dance CD in 7th. And then Broadway Natural is racing in 8th, and Fox Valley Ambush trails the field. Halftime 58-1. They move to the far turn, and Shokin in the hole on the outside has a short lead. On the inside, Practical Bid is right there in 2nd. And then King's Cub is enjoying the speed duel, watching from 3rd at the rail. And then Coolicious is racing in 4th. Up on the outside, moving into the first 5. That is Closed Case. Going to the extreme outside, Broadway Natural is moving into 6th. Broadway Concept is coming on now in 7th. They're coming for the top of the home stretch, and Practical Bid on the inside has the lead. On the outside, Shokin in the hole's the first to crack, and now King's Cub has a little racing room to the outside of Practical Bid as they race by the 3/4 in 1:28.4. It's Practical Bid still with the lead. On the inside, King's Cub racing 2nd, and then Shokin in the hole is dropped out of it, racing 3rd, back to 4th, and that is Broadway Natural. Here comes King's Cub trying to catch Practical Bid, 16th to do it, and Practical Bid's just too tough. Practical Bid raced Shokin into hole into submission, and then had enough left to hold off the rest of the field. Wins easily by 3 over King's Cub 2nd. Here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead, Love Lady from the inside, along with the Moore's Yankee. They race around the clubhouse turn, and Moore's Yankee takes the lead. Up on the outside, that is Love Lady away in 2nd. Down at the rail is Remember Me Always in 3rd. Up on the outside, KG Brina Willoughby has moved into the first 4. Phobia is on the outside, racing in 5th, followed by Real Society, who gets away in 6th. Maringo Eve completes the first 7, and Happy Face is at the back. They drive around the clubhouse turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and it is Moore's Yankee leading the way. KG Brina Willoughby continues to improve now now racing second. Remember Me Always down at the rail is in third. Up on the outside, Phobia drives by, takes fourth. And then along the inside is Love Lady completing the first five, followed by Real Society in sixth. Maringo Eve is seventh, and Happy Face is eighth and last. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 30 seconds flat, and now they're driving up the backstretch and moving by to take the lead is Phobia. KG Brina Willoughby racing second. Moore's Yankee is third. Out and driving on the outside into the first four is Real Society. Maringo Eve is following on the overland route racing in fifth, followed by Happy Face, who is now sixth. Love Lady got away in a forward position, shuffled back in seventh, and Remember Me Always is now the trailer. They race around the turn, and leading the way is Phobia on top by just ahead. On the outside, Real Society races second. Maringo Eve following cover is racing third. KG Brina Willoughby is full of pace down at the reel, covered up in fourth. Moore's Yankee screaming out for racing room, now racing in fifth. And then Happy Face is on the outside sixth. Remember Me Always tipping to the extreme outside seventh. They're at the top of the home stretch, and as they turn for home, Real Society has the lead. Up on the outside, Maringo Eve is racing second. Along the inside, Phobia is third. The rail is opened up for KG Brina Willoughby, and gaining ground down the extreme outside comes Happy Face along with Remember Me Always. Anybody's horse race with a 16th to go. Maringo Eve has the lead on the outside. Happy Face, nowhere to go for a Moore's Yankee. It's Maringo Eve in front. Seventh race Pacers all in behind the gate, and here they come. And they're off. Lucky Star Willoughby going for the lead from the inside. Silver Wolf showing speed from the outside. And Silver Wolf powers by to take the lead. And then at the rail is Lucky Star Willoughby away in second. Down at the rail is Mr. Obvious, who paces onto the turn in third. Up on the outside, racing into the first four is Flying Prince, and then along the inside, that is First Adventure racing in fifth. Oil Driller got out of the gate in sixth. Eggy is seventh, and then it's back to TL Society racing eighth, and Anxious Debonair is at the back. They straighten up onto the backstretch, and moving by and grabbing the lead is Flying Prince, now in front by a length. Along the inside, Silver Wolf racing second, followed by Lucky Star Willoughby, the top three. Mr. Obvious completes the first four. Moving to the outside, that is Oil Driller now racing in fifth. First Adventure is in sixth, followed by Eggy in seventh. And then it's back to Anxious Debonair, and TL Society along the inside trails the field. The first quarter was clocked in 30 and 4, and as they race up the backstretch, racing up on the outside, Lucky Star Willoughby has reclaimed the lead. Lucky Star Willoughby to the front, Flying Princess racing second. Up on the outside, gaining ground quickly, that is First Adventure now racing into the first three, and then it is back to Eggy, who is racing in fourth along with the Whale Driller. They're rounding the turn, coming for the top of the home stretch, and Lucky Star Willoughby has the lead. Up on the outside, that is Mr. Obvious, who moves into second. Up on the outside, Oil Driller is moving into third. Down at the rail is Flying Prince in fourth. And then along the inside, Silver Wolf completes the first five. They're at the top of the home stretch, and as they make the turn for home, it's Lucky Star Willoughby and Mr. Obvious. Those two stride for stride, 3/4 and 1:30 and 1. On the inside, Lucky Star Willoughby. On the outside, Mr. Obvious. They're going at it stride for stride. From in between paces, Oil Driller locked in tight at the rail. Silver Wolf is looking for a way through, and down the center of the track comes Anxious Debonair into the final 16th, and Lucky Star Willoughby holding Mr. Obvious at bay, 70 yards out, and Lucky Star Willoughby is home free. Mr. Obvious second best along the inside. Flying Prince takes third. Eighth race Pacers are all in behind the starting gate, and here they come. And they're off. Queen Cam leaves quickly and going for forward position. C is in between horses. Betty Bogart's down at the rail. They race around the clubhouse turn, and Betty Bogart has the lead up on the outside. Queen Cam is right there in second. Sia has dropped back into third, and then it is back to Emma T. Hart completing the first four, followed by Precious Casey away in fifth. Silvana completes the top six, and the trailers SS Eleanor, Shady Society, and Argenta. They make the turn to the backstretch, and leading the way is Queen Cam on top by a length. Racing second is Betty Bogart, and along the inside, Sia completes the top three. Emma T. Hart is racing in fourth. Precious Casey the top five. Silvana racing in sixth. SS Eleanor looking to move up now, steps into the passing lane, and then it's back to Shady Society, and Argenta trails the field. The opening quarter of a mile was clocked in 29.4, and as they race midway up the backstretch, leading the way is Queen Cam, and then Sia moves to the outside of Betty Bogart, the top three. Emma T. Hart is on the outside now, racing in fourth. Along the inside is Precious Casey, completing the top five. SS Eleanor is racing in sixth. Silvana is in seventh, and then back to Shady Society eighth, and the trailer remains Argenta. Halfway home in 59.4, and Queen Cam has the lead with Sia on the outside, applying a little pressure. Betty Bogart's following the top two at the rail in third. Emma T. Hart's on the outside, racing in fourth, looking for a little racing room. Precious Casey completes the top five. SS Eleanor races in sixth. Along the inside, that is Silvana, buried behind a wall of horses, racing in seventh, and then Shady Society and Argenta trail the field. 3/4 of a mile in 1:29.3, and now they're homeward bound, and still with the lead is Queen Cam, and now Betty Bogart has a seam to race through, and on the outside, Emma T. Hart's pacing fast. It is Emma T. Hart to take the lead, and now from in between Betty Bogart, Queen Cam down at the rail is back into third. From in between pacers, Precious Casey fourth. It's Betty Bogart who is drawing away, and Betty Bogart's going to win for the third time in a row. Betty Bogart's in front. Queen Cam was second, and Precious Casey finished third. Here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead along the inside is Waterclair, and then along the inside, You're in the News races onto the turn in second. Carol's Pocket is taken back, racing in third, and then down at the rail that time in the forecast, racing in fourth. And then up on the outside, gaining ground is Anita's Beauty, completed the top five, followed by Duchess Spur racing in six. Down at the rail, Royal Storm gets away in seventh, followed by Quick Mischief, and Miss Julie B is the trailer. They round the turn, straighten up onto the backstretch, and that's Carol's Pocket just powering by and taking the lead. On the outside, Anita's Beauty is gaining ground to go alongside Waterclair, the top three. At the rail, You're in the News is racing in fourth, followed by Ima in the forecast, completing the top five. Duchess Spur is racing in sixth. Royal Storm is in seventh, and then it's back to eighth, and that is Quick Mischief, and Miss Julie B trails the field. The opening quarter of a mile clocked in 30 2/5, and at the midway point on the backstretch, leading the way is Carol's Pocket on top, a length and a half. Waterclair tapped with the whip in second. Along the inside, You're in the News is third. Anita's Beauty is out of enthusiasm, is dropping back through the field now, racing in fourth. Moving through on the inside, Duchess Spurs into the first five. I'm in the forecast, moved to the outside, and then got caught up behind the tiring Anita's Beauty, and is now shuffled back into sixth. Seventh and gaining ground is Miss Julie B. On the outside, Quick Mischief is racing in eighth, and Royal Storm now trails the field. They're coming for the top of the home stretch, and Carol's Pocket has the lead, a length and a half to Waterclair racing in second. On the outside, gaining ground, Duchess Spurs down into the top three. They're homeward bound after 3/4 in 1:29.4. Carol's Pocket has the lead, bracing for the oncoming challenge of Duchess Spur. Duchess Spur and Carol's Pocket, those two are stride for stride. And then from in between horses, that is Waterclair. They race into the final eighth of a mile, and Carol's Pocket on the inside, Duchess Spur on the outside. They continue to go at it stride for stride. And then back to third. Along the inside is Ima in the forecast. Duchess Spur and Carol's Pocket, they battle down to the line. Carol's Pocket and Duchess Spur in a photo finish. The 10th race pacers are all in behind the starting gate. And here they come. And they're off. Going for the lead along the inside is Direct Stunner. Holly Hill Bow is along the inside, racing away in a third. Slugger Hanover is up on the outside. They race around the clubhouse turn, and that is Direct Stunner leading the way. Slugger Hanover is going by, though, and Slugger Hanover takes the early lead. And then Direct Stunner relegated to second, followed by Holly Hill Bow racing third. Escort Best is in fourth, followed by Shia Hanover racing in fifth. Garth is sixth, Scooting is seventh, Dornock is eighth, and the trailer is Pied-Eyed Piper. They make the turn onto the backstretch, and it is Slugger Hanover leading the way. The opening quarter was clocked in 29-2. Slugger Hanover is in front. Direct Stunner racing in second. Holly Hill Bow the top three. Escort Best is racing in fourth, followed by Shia Hanover racing fifth, and then it's back to Garth in sixth. Scooting is seventh. Dornock is racing in eighth, and the trailer Pied-Eyed Piper. They're racing up the backstretch, and Slugger Hanover has the lead, a full length over Direct Stunner racing second. And now from out of the back, that is Shia Hanover moving up to take third, just in front of Holly Hill Bow at the rail in fourth. Also moving up, Garth is on the outside racing in fifth, down at the rail, and sixth, that is Scooting. They are rounding the far turn, and leading the way is Slugger Hanover through the opening half in 59-4. Midway point on the turn, Slugger Hanover is leading the way. Up on the outside, Shia Hanover racing second. Direct Stunner is down at the rail in third. Up on the outside is Garth racing into fourth. Along the inside is Holly Hill Bow racing fifth, followed by Escort Best at the rail in sixth. Up on the outside, Scooting has moved into seventh. They're at the top of the home stretch, and Shia Hanover on the outside takes a short lead. Along the inside, Slugger Hanover is back into second. And looking for a little racing room now is Direct Stunner. And through the center of the track coming on, that is back to Scooting. They race into the final eighth of a mile, and along the inside it is Slugger Hanover who reclaims the lead. Scooting on the outside racing second. Shia Hanover is third. Scooting trying to catch Slugger Hanover. One last gas try. Yes, I think Scooting got there in time over Slugger Hanover, but that was a photo finish.